Hey YouTube, super exciting day today. We are back home. I got a new mic. I tried using this Mora 106 to carve here and it was a lot of work. So we are going to do a little bit more axing. I got a little bit closer. I can't figure out this neck middle section to get the axe in there. The sides, I was able to get a little closer, and also up here, got a little closer. Going to do the rest with the knife. Still working on this outline. I think that's the first step. Initially, I was having my thumb on the blade here, and this part was hurting my thumb. And then I started watching a few videos where they put the thumb on this nice rounded part of the handle, and this is a lot more comfortable. And for this middle part, I've seen them twist the blade to get into the corner pieces here. It's working okay. I've also seen where they twist it towards you. I know you always want the blade facing away, but since this is a turning motion, it's pretty safe. I'm going to go get a more comfortable chair. I'm pretty happy where the outline is. It's definitely not perfect, but we are moving on to the next step. I am following Deborah, and she's going to start scooping out the top of the spoon just to give it some nice curvature. Let's keep working. Still working on the handle portion. I can see how this is pretty relaxing. So Deborah cuts towards her sometimes, and I'm too nervous to do that. Like, it just doesn't feel very safe to me. I'll have to read up on some of her techniques, or I guess it's working okay. That's too dangerous for me. This middle part is looking pretty good. I'm going to try to get a little bit more curvature. So it looks like the next step is to clean up the back of the spoon, and she also uses the straight knife to remove some of this middle portion here. Let's try to do those. I am ready to move on to the next step. Here is the spoon. I removed a lot of material on the side of the bowl and did a little here. Going to start hollowing out the bowl with our hook knife. This step is surprisingly harder than using a straight knife. Maybe I don't know the correct technique. She uses the fingers to maybe try to push the hook knife. So far, I've just been removing little by little. I'm gonna go look up some techniques to do this a little bit better, and then we're gonna keep going. We have our first injury of the day. Surprisingly, it was with the hook knife and not the straight knife. Going to change the angulation a little bit of the tripod to get some better footage. There isn't too many tricks. Mostly go across for those parts, and up here follow the grain, and same thing over here, just to take your time and don't cut yourself like me. We are in pretty good shape. The left side here I started to thin out and feels pretty good. Going to work on this right side over here to hopefully finish soon. I'm looking each side. This should be carved out a little bit more. And maybe out here with the straight. And I feel the thickness all around. I think it's definitely still too chunky for the pros out there, but I'm pretty happy with where we're at. We are all done. I am super happy with how this turned out. I used some leftover 120 grit sandpaper from our drywall, and the only oil we have at home is coconut oil, so hopefully this doesn't ruin it or do anything terrible to it. Video number 89 done. Why doesn't it focus? There we go.